ready for the camera. Packing the last of the Advents. Mary Beth is packing, and I am walking back and getting my steps, walking back and forth and filling boxes. The big box. She fills the little boxes. It's a twist and a flip. A fold and a fold. And then stick, stick, stick with the stickers. Now you just do that 6,000 more times. Yep.
Hello everyone, welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. And welcome. Today is Tuesday, October 22nd. Do you know, I saw something that said September was going by quickly, and then it was like October was on speed. 80 miles an hour down the road. I can't believe we are already on the 22nd of October. That's just
It's Christmas before you know it.
I know, it's crazy. I love October. It went by very, very fast. So I went to, on Friday, thank you so much to everybody who came to our live broadcast on Friday. I talked about going to my high school reunion, my 40th high school reunion. So I went, and it was very nice. It really was very nice. But obviously I did not go to the same high school that these other people went to. Because to begin with, I have been telling everybody, and I'm pretty sure I've been doing this since college, that I was one of 19 in a graduating class. It turns out there are 33 in my graduating class. It's not even like I missed one or two. I missed almost half of them. How on earth I settled on the number 19, I don't know. I have no idea. Because we were sitting there, and I have not seen these ladies in 40 years. Didn't hang out with them much in high school, and I didn't keep in touch afterwards. I went to college and left high school behind. And from what they were talking about, I'm pretty sure I wasn't even in high school forever, because they were talking about things that were going on. I mean, they remember everything that we did in high school. They're like, oh, do you remember when this happened and when this happened? I'm like, what? I don't remember that at all. They were talking about one of the teachers, Sister Carol, was like only 23 or 24. We thought she was so old. And Sister Marie, too. Marie Mueller, she calculus?
I don't think.
You may not have had her?
Moved on.
Okay. Anyway.
The only Sister Marie I remember was the one who ran the yearbook.
Okay. Again, like 23, 24.
And she was not 23, 24.
It's just, they were babies.
Well, think about when you were teaching.
I know. And I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
I didn't start teaching until my 30s.
Oh, okay.
So it was, I mean, absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's just different lifetime back then.
Yeah.
However, it was very nice. Had a good lunch and sat and chatted for a while, but that was good. So,
Ivy stayed home and cried.
Poor Ivy. She wasn't allowed to go.
She was inside. She was outside. She was just howling. We tried to have Mary Beth sneak out. That didn't work.
She just cried.
She went running outside looking for you, and then she just cried.
And right now, if I go to pet her, she runs away from me. Not because I went away and left her, just because I'm a stranger now. It's like,
I don't know you.
She's an odd dog. She really is. However,
she is right at our feet.
I know. And then on Saturday, we did a live Zoom with patrons. And it was really, really nice. We had a good chat. It was fun.
Yeah.
So we started a hat that we're going to be showing you. And it was a nice way to spend an hour on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to do that again. So we have, today we're going to do updates on our regular projects, not the back to school stuff, just our regular projects. So Do you,
Mostly knitting. I mean, it's like,
shall we do the cross stitch first? Do the cross stitch and
sure.
get through that?
Yeah.
Get that off the plate? But we each have an epic cross stitch that we are working on. Mine is Dark Alice Stack of Hats, or Stack of Books.
Stack of Hats is coming later.
I know, because there is one that is the Stack of Hats, and I will be doing that one too, but I love this. I really love this. And this is as far as I have gotten.
That's a lot.
It is. I am, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at about 2,100 stitches. Well, probably about 2,200 stitches with all the confetti going on down below. But that's where I am so far. I am working my way through the first page.
We are approaching ours so differently, as you will see.
I have 2 needle minders that each hold 50 needles with the threads, and I do a certain area and then finish. I don't finish up the string, the thread. I just do whatever is in that little area and then park it in my needle minder. So yes, my back is an absolute mess. However,
nobody's ever going to see it.
Right. The front is looking pretty good.
Yes, it is.
I can't wait till I get the light to the lighter areas and the brighter colors. Right now I'm doing lots of browns and greens. Lots of browns and greens, but it looks good. It looks really good. I still can't really match it to the picture.
It's because you're doing such a minuscule portion of it.
I know. I'm hoping once I start getting down into like the bright blue of the hat and the red, then it's going to really start popping.
Yeah.
So that's where I am with that.
Okay, I am working on the White Rabbit.
I adore this picture.
Yeah. And what I am doing is I will, if I can, start a color in my chosen area. I'm going straight across. So I'm doing straight across the top row. And then I'll come back. I'm coming across this way, and then I'll come back this way. But as you will see, I do as much of the color that I can in the top row, and then I will use up the thread if possible. So I am using only one needle at a time. And this is mine.
Wow.
So
it really spreads.
Huh?
It really spreads.
Yeah. I have about 300 more stitches coming across this way, and I'll be done this first row.
Okay.
I'm over 3,000 stitches in. And just to about 3%.
You are a much wider one than I am.
Yes. Yeah.
Because mine, I think mine only has like 3 more blocks going over.
Oh, okay.
I think it only has like 3 more going over, and then.
So you're just, yeah, you're very narrow and down.
Right, exactly.
Right. Whereas I'm much more.
You're much wider, and you won't be as far down as I will.
Because I don't have nearly as many stitches as you do either. So, but that's where we are. It's, you know, when we get a chance to do it, throw in 100 stitches or so, yeah.
Yeah, you take whatever time you can.
And as Mary Beth said, now that the Advent is gone, we're gonna have a little bit more free time.
Right.
Time to do it. So.
Because we tried to do it for a little bit of time in the morning before we started our day.
Right.
That's a great time to do it because I'm awake. My eyes are working properly. Everything is just lining up beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just trying to get the Advent out took precedence over everything else. Right. So, but that's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. We died this morning to get, because can I tell you, for the first time since April, clean slate, no outstanding orders except 2. We have 2 that are waiting for yarn that we just dyed today.
Right.
but I keep a spreadsheet. When we dye, I keep a spreadsheet of what we're dyeing and how many of each type of yarn. So we may be doing 4 DK and 2 sock and 2 100% in this particular color type of thing. And I keep track of it so that it tallies it for me so that when we're clipping, I know I need to clip 18 of this and 20 of this, that sort of thing. And I finally got to clean it. There are no advents listed on it whatsoever. It seems like for the past 4 months or 6 months there's advent in there
Right.
somewhere. But yeah, it's very, very nice.
Yeah, we spread the advent dyeing from like June forward, so
Yeah,
it was good.
and it was all done. I mean,
Yeah.
up until the last bit, it was all done.
Yeah.
It's just packing it, twisting it, labeling it, and packing it.
Yes, as you saw some of it.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
Okay. So knitting. Shall we show the hats?
Yes.
Okay.
So on Saturday, as we said, we had our patron knit afternoon where we cast on the bramble.
Yep.
Barley.
Barley.
The barley hat by Tin Can Knits using September's Patreon color.
Beach leaves.
Which is beach leaves, this is September's Patreon color. And
we're at about the same.
Right. I cast it on and got some rows done of the ribbing while we were chatting, and I put it down and I haven't picked it back up again.
Pretty much.
But
here we go. It's pretty much exactly the same.
So it's a 1x1 rib for 1.5 inches, and then we go into the body of the hat. And once I pick it up, it'll go, it's going to knit up very, very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun pattern to knit.
I was just working on finishing one of my back to school projects. So now I will start working on this.
Yep. So that is that. We have that going, but this is what it looks like caked up. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. Very
fall. Very fall.
And October-y.
We just dyed October's patron yarn today. Don't know how, I love the picture. I don't know how it's going to turn out because we haven't taken it out yet. It's still steaming.
Right.
So that'll be interesting to see. But I'm hoping it's going to match up to what I have in my head. Okay. My next project is I started knitting with the Halloween yarn, the Countdown to Halloween yarn. And I am doing a blanket with it. And I'm going to show you the first 4 colors that I've put in it so far. I was really kind of hoping that I would be done by Halloween, but that just ain't happening. So I'm going to show you how far I've gotten so far and what colors have been open for this. And then this isn't going to spoil it for anybody unless you haven't started opening it yet, in which case start opening fast because you need to open the first 4. Okay. All right. Up first is the lounge. That's what that looks like. The second color is Miss Scarlet. The third color is the billiards room. And the fourth color is Mrs. White. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far.
It's beautiful.
It really is. You can't really see Mrs. White yet because I only have 1 or 2 rows of her in there. But what I'm doing is 10 rows of each color. I cast on 250 stitches. I did the first color, the lounge, in seed stitch. And then I'm doing that seed stitch for the first 10 stitches on either end. And then the rest of it's going to be straight garter in the middle.
So seed stitch border.
Right. So a seed stitch border and then garter in the middle. This is how the border is. No, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. I haven't dropped anything. This is how the border is looking so far. So you can kind of see it coming down and
perfect.
Across.
It's a perfect frame. It really is.
Yeah. So it's going to be pretty. It's going to be really pretty.
For those of you who don't know and hadn't put the clues together yet, our Halloween was all based on Clue, the board game Clue. So
So that's where I am. I will continue on with it. This is going to be an ongoing thing that
Perfect
just
TV knitting.
it is. It really is, because it's garter stitch,
Yeah.
and when you hit the end, you just have to do. And even if you forget and knit through the last 10 stitches, all you have to do is tink back 10 and
Right.
do them quickly. So that's how that's going. I like the way the colors are working together. I think they're really pretty. So I can't wait to add the rest of them in. But for those of you that are opening yours, I hope you're enjoying working with them, because I really like the way this is coming out. So that is an ongoing thing that I shall continue doing. I love this one so much. That's the lounge. I really love that one. There are some, as with almost everything, that I like, the best, and those two are, or the lounge is one of them.
I have my socks, which really not much has happened to them. I'm just showing my current whips. These are my Thomasina socks. I was knitting on them while we do our Friday live knitting chats. It's a Thomasina sock by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And I'm doing it in the Lake House colorway.
God, I love that color.
It's a really good color. I have the first one is done. So I just have probably 4, maybe 6 more rows in the pattern, and then I do the heel.
There was a sound outside. Both the dogs are inside. Pretty sure the squirrels are,
maybe they're feeding themselves,
destroying the joint. We're going to have to go check it after we're done, because hopefully whatever it is that's big enough to make that kind of noise has moved on by now. Okay, go ahead. Pat your sock.
I do my foot in straight stockinette. I don't do the pattern. So it should go much faster once I get that done. And I'm really looking forward to having these socks done. This was not my most favorite pattern in the world to knit. I love how it looks.
Oh, so do I.
But it's a lot of knitting through the back loop, so that it's not terrible. It's more time consuming than, like the puffle socks. I flew through those.
Right.
And I really enjoyed knitting them. This is to the point where I'm not enjoying it as much, so I don't necessarily pick it up. But I should, because I want to knit. I want to move on to another pair of socks.
Besides, they're beautiful.
Oh, they are. They're gorgeous socks.
You're going to love wearing them.
Yeah. So, Thomasina socks. I have a lot of yarn in this bag.
Okay,
I
so
have all the remnants of my puffle socks. I have some DK min. I have a tape measure.
Okay.
So my socks are in my spellcaster bag. This goes way back.
Oh,
to one
I
of
can
our
beat
old
you.
Halloweens. Oh yeah.
My hat is in one of the Tula Pink, the tiger. I adore this. I love this. She's coming out with her new collection this week, and we're really looking forward to seeing what it is. However,
I checked
this
it wasn't on.
Has like one of the old tags.
Oh yeah.
The ironed-on tags.
Even have a tag?
It does.
Yeah, it has the current.
So yeah.
Iteration.
I love that bag. I found that the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my hat in there. Because I have a big bag that has everything in it, and it's all getting mixed together, so I have to separate them within the bag. All right, my last project is Better Than Fiction shawl that Darcy from Chit Chat Knits is doing, and we just got the 3rd clue yesterday, and luckily the 3rd clue only uses color B. I don't need color C yet because I just dyed up color C.
Oh, so you finished it and you made it to the 3rd clue.
I am starting the 3rd clue.
Oh, so you're like right on.
I am. Cool. I am right on track. Okay, so this is where I am so far. Color A is Weeping Willows. Color B was going to be the Traveling Toad, but then I saw somebody, they had put up the 2nd section, and it looks so pretty, and I was worried that the Traveling Toad wasn't going to be different enough from the Weeping Willows, I was worried that it was going to show too
Blending.
similar to blend too much. So I took my color C, my third color, which was hot cocoa, and moved that up. So
Such a good idea.
oh, it looks so good.
And the pattern is very distinct. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
you can really see it. So what I'm going to do now is I dyed Stronger Brew on fingering weight because we only have it in DK. I dyed it on the fingering. It is a much darker brown. So this is just going to be all greens and browns.
Gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
It really is.
I love this. The clue said something about lace. So there's going to be lace going across this next section. So I can't wait to see how it turns out.
So what's the section called?
This section is the historical romance.
Oh, okay.
So the first section was the thriller. And then this was mystery. And now I'm on the historical romance. And there's an epilogue in between each section, and it's this 6 rows of garter. So I did it in A here and B here. And so that's how they separate each section in the
Such
thing.
a well thought out shawl.
It is. It's really, really pretty. So this is where I am. And we shall see how it goes. But section 3, I was very happy to see only has the color B because I was worried that I was going to get behind since color C wasn't done yet.
So it's 3 colors?
3 colors.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. And my progress keeper that I have just moved down is Alice in Wonderland. One of our customers made it for us. It's a little book progress keeper that I adore. So that's how that's going. It's going very, very well. It's very enjoyable to knit. I really love doing it. So those are the 2 colors caked up. All right.
My other project is my Emerson pullover, which I am knitting in Whims of Wisteria with a little hint of
Weeping Willow.
Weeping Willow. I'm making sure I have the front to show.
Wow.
The body is done.
Oh, I love the green.
And the last time I showed it, I figured I was going to probably, and I will, run out of the Whims of Wisteria. So I opted to use the Weeping Willow for my
ribbing.
For my ribbing. And my collar.
I love it.
And it will be the cuffs of my sleeves as well. Oh my God, these sleeves are taking forever. Working on the first sleeve.
How much more do you have to do?
Probably like another 10 to 20 rows. And then the cuff.
Even with the dropped shoulder.
Even with the drop shoulder, I'm getting there because I'm decreasing every 4 rows now as opposed to like every 11 rows.
Oh, okay.
So that my stitch count is at least going down. This is done in what she calls the half brioche stitch. And it seems like it's taking forever. Just forever. The collar is really cool. It's a double collar where you knit it like 3 inches and then you fold it over and knit it down. So that's going to be nice and warm. This sweater is going to be so warm and squishy.
It really is very squishy.
I mean, right now it's like 85 degrees outside, so even just holding it on my lap is unpleasant. But when it was chilly last week, all I could think of was, oh my God, I'm going to be walking the dogs in my lovely squishy sweater. So
it is beautiful.
If I ever finish it.
Gorgeous.
Yes, it really is. It's an absolutely gorgeous sweater, and it is a fun sweater to knit.
It's just hard when you get, 1 row done.
But it is, and I think that's more than what it is. It's not so much that it's a lot of knitting. It's just, I guess I'm not getting as much time knitting it as I would like.
Yeah.
So I just need to like take a couple days and just knit on it
Yes.
and get it done because I have plans. I want a cardigan.
I have to say, if you're not on top of it, when you're looking at it from farther away, it looks kind of like a grayish purple.
Yeah.
But when you get close to it, the purples really come through and it is so pretty.
It really is. And with the green, it's so
it's just
I love it.
The green together with it is
Yeah.
such a wonderful, wonderful addition. Because there's purple and green together are just gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
You tried it on and it fits perfectly, right?
Right. Right. No, I tried it on. It comes exactly where I want lengthwise.
The shoulders are right. Everything is good.
Everything is good. So
it's just Sleeve Island.
Yeah. So I just have to buckle down and just get them done.
Okay.
Get her done. You know, you get the body done and you think, oh, it's done. I'm going to be wearing this sweater next week.
It's kind of like when you're driving home and you hit New Jersey and you think, I'm almost home. And then you have 2 hours before you even get, because we're always over on the eastern side. If you're done your hat, I know that you have a size 16 or a 16-inch for your hat.
Oh, for the ribbing?
On you have a 6 for the ribbing and a 7 for the main body of your hat.
Oh, yeah. So I just have to get the hat done, yeah.
Yeah, if you finish your hat before then.
Okay. So that is my sweater, and I have plans for so many other sweaters.
I know.
And also I've been knitting on this for a long time, so it's time for it to be done.
Yep, time to be done. Move on. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I am working on my sweater,
does not
but
take long, I must say.
It really there's nothing new on it. I just have added another ridge or so.
Okay.
So I will show it hopefully next time. There will be a lot of difference. All right. Well, I think that's just about it, right? I think we're just about done.
Yeah, just one bit of admin. As we said or showed at the beginning of the podcast, the advents are gone.
Yes.
And we do have very few extras, which we are going to be putting up for sale on the website next Friday, November 1st.
We're going to give everybody like a little over a week to get theirs, just to make sure that everything goes through the way it's supposed to and gets to their destination properly.
Right. And we will follow the tracking and everything so that by the 1st of November, we should know whether
we need any of those.
We need any of those to replace or whatever. And then we will put them up.
It's going to be 5 o'clock on Friday, November 1st.
Right. There really are.
They're like, right now, we have 3 DK and 3 fingering.
Right.
So, and 1 small bag.
Yeah.
And that's it. And there aren't any more coming.
There are no more coming or anything like that. That's all we have left.
Right.
So they will go fast. So if you want one, November 1st, Friday at 5 p.m.
Right. So. Okay.
And we will mention this again, and we will send out a newsletter.
And put it up on all the social media.
Socials and everything. So
yeah. Okay, so if you can join us, we do our live podcast on Fridays at noon Eastern Standard Time. And this Friday, we're carving jack-o'-lanterns. So come join in the fun of that, because I figure
with any luck, we'll be going to the hospital.
This is one way to actually get us to carve them, because most of the time we get the pumpkins and then nobody wants to touch the icky insides, and so nothing happens and we just let the squirrels eat them. This year we're going to carve them, and I figure if we do it on the podcast, then we have to.
Right.
So come join us and you can see what we're actually carving into our pumpkins. It's going to be very simple. Please do not get excited.
Please do not expect anything other than chaos.
Right.
And very, very simplistic.
I won't even say like perfect circles or anything like that, because we all know neither of us can draw a straight line. So. But we're going to try
stencils or anything like that. This is like old school triangle eyes, maybe a tooth.
Maybe if you're lucky. Oh, anyway, come join us Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time while we do that, and we'll chat with you while we stick our fingers in pumpkin
good.
innards. And we'll talk about Halloween of our childhood.
Right.
So you can come tell us what you used to do. Okay, so that does it, right?
I think so.
All right, we are set. We hope you guys have a great rest of the week.
Go forth and create.
And we'll see you on Friday, live at noon.
Bye.
Bye.